Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where today we are finally going to draw some blood. We have all these troops. We don't have that many troops. We have a small number of troops and we've used them for nothing so far, but that's all about to change. And when I say about to, I mean next turn probably, because my army's out of movement points already. There'd be no point in declaring war this turn. We did get attacked by a random neutral army after reloading, which is weird that didn't happen before, but like, it is not valuable to us to fight those guys, right? That doesn't do anything at all for me. And these units alive are worth an XP per turn to some governor, so. How many turns we got left on the pillar? Okay, 1. All right, so here's what we're gonna wanna do. We go to next turn. We wait for all of the AI to do their moves. We don't want any of the necrophage armies to be able to do anything after we declare war until the beginning of the turn after. Once everybody's committed all their moves, we send this army and Fakir over to push Slick. We know that Slick has an incredibly huge amount of fortification on it, so we may not be able to take it right away, but we'll start the process of sieging it down. And then hopefully Purple will do stuff. Hopefully Purple will do good work. And then once this is down, hopefully we'll be able to turn around and grab Tinen. I know that Tinen looks available right now. Boy, maybe we do that first. The thing about that is if we push Tinen, then we have to leave a defensive force at Tinen because it's so accessible from their other territories. If we take Slick, we don't have to stay behind and defend it. We can just march the whole army northward. So yeah, that's the plan. So while we are waiting for the AI to play out their turns here, we will reinvestigate the diplomatic situation and stuff. Okay, that's like a fine time for that to end, I think. Yeah, our army still definitely has enough movement to do what needs to be done here. Minor factions shouldn't chase us. Now we do know that there are necrophages in my territory, which I don't love. That's a big part of why we need to make sure that they spend all of their movement before we press this button. Then we're going to have to respond to whatever else they might do. This army is literally just walking back and forth. Boy, I don't like that. That's really concerning. The stats on these units aren't great, but... well, if they take Onderin, we can just take it back. Wow, they have another army over here. Huh. Well, you know, Purple's going to be at war with them. Hopefully, you know, it does strike me that I suppose there is a potential bad outcome here where the necrophages take some of my territory and then Purple takes it back. And then it's just Purple territory and there's nothing we can do about that. How much is the deal? 279. And forcing their units out of my territory was 200. So if we do a close borders on them, and then we wait until next turn to declare war, what'll happen is it'll bounce all of their units out of my territory, and in doing so, it will remove all of their movement points. That might be a really good idea, actually. The wine must flow. There must always be wine. Got ourselves advanced harvesting tech, which of course is valuable. And then... I mean, there's a lot of ways we could go from here. We don't need the advanced... we got to go back and get the other science techs, right? Like, that's the right thing. And then we need to put down some pillars. And probably they should be science pillars at this point, right? Like, there's obviously, like, food converts to all other resources at a very favorable rate, but it does take time to do so. And there comes a time when you have all of the You are beyond the threshold for conversion. So... turn 67, I don't know. I don't know if we're there yet on turn 67. I'm going to put down some science pillars, and we're going to hope. So we have a city that's a little bit more built up over here. Zoparusk can take a useful pillar, and we're just going to go ahead and pillar till we're out of money on this one. All right, so now that we've done that, we can pillar around the capital a little bit more. Pillar on the other side of Zoparusk. That's got to be the last one, right? Yeah, okay. All right, cool. What's our science output currently? 1358. Feels pretty okay. So... three units plus 2 militia plus a hero one has to assume with 256 bonus HP due to the garrison, or due to the fortifications. We have 30 fortification damage on this army and some on this army when we uproot it. I think bouncing their units is worth spending the extra 200. I know it seems like a lot for a pretty small thing, but it's going to dramatically increase the likelihood that their units just get attacked by purple instead of taking a city, and that is a big deal. All right, so this turn we want to take a second. Let the AI run their turns out. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit less meaningful because a bunch of the necrophage stuff has already moved. Maybe I don't want to give the AI as much time here because maybe I want purple to be able to respond. Yeah, let's go ahead and sync the deal now. Because I want purple to be able to move their units to attack the necrophages. All right, you uproot and get over here. Just got to be close enough to serve as reinforcements in the battle. Okay, that works. So... okay, the cult is just being an asshole for no reason at all. It's a thing they are technically allowed to do. All right. On the subject of my Urkin, plus 10% attack and damage for 15 gold. Urkin and Lice have extra movement. I'm less concerned about that. This would be kind of nice to have. Let's get that Berserker blood right now, though. That'll be helpful. Is it possible to buy spices? Yeah, okay, some. It's also possible to buy blood crystal in case I want to actually launch a blood crystal booster. Do I want these Tedecates to show up to this battle? Is that a thing that's useful at all? What is that? That's a single forager. Okay, so they have some units on the way over here already. I do wish that I had like a spy or something in the city so that I knew if it was sensible to just attack. I think we're just gonna attack because I think we kind of have to resolve this quickly. Also, I really wish we had vision over purple, so I have some idea what's going on with their stuff. Cause boy, I'm flying a little dark in some places here. Out of curiosity, what's their feeling? Oh right, I can't ask them for an alliance. I don't have alliance tech. That alliance was offered to me. well, you probably will not make a difference. I'm going to have you just report to Rondaria and join the garrison there. You are a bad, weak unit, but nobody will know that if you are inside a garrison. You will just look like a number. Oh, look at that. Actual defenses. Whatever shall we do, they say. My units have... They technically have statistics. You can't argue that these are not statistics. Keep in mind, we do have spells, and I do have the mana, or the dust to actually use them. Let's go for the attack. Okay, well, they don't have a hero, and 2 of the units in this garrison are settlers. That makes me feel better. We will still manually attack so as to lower the chances of an unpleasant surprise in the resolve. So their militia are actually pretty fierce, it looks like. We do have a big speed advantage. So we want the Berdeki in a place where it gets to... it has 5 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will get to hit the thing here with a full move attack, and thus prevent it from getting to choose targets for a parasite. And then all of my units will get to go. Trying to think about how I want to position people here. You can be quite far back. So, like, obviously the number one thing we care about is removing the proliferator, right? So you can move up to here and have some high ground and still make that range. And then, yeah, we'll rush and we'll... Okay. Okay, I think this is good. So, spells. Up here we have our spells. We can cast the spells have a cooldown of 1 turn, so we can gain some defense here, or we can heal up. I am... Do we want to do a defensive incantation? We have pretty solid defense values. Their attack values are not particularly close to. I don't think we need to. I think we should be fine without it. Also, hooray, Urkins. So, like I said, you step up here, shoot that guy. You move to there, stab that guy. Y'all just shoot him with your laser beams. Yeah, this unit's gonna have to move up, but it's fine. And then we definitely want additional punching, but we also want to make sure that we're controlling the lice. So I'm gonna have you move to here. You just grab that guy right there. You can move to there and help. And you, I don't know what to tell you. It's gonna take you a while for you to join the battle. Okay. We get the stun. We do not get the stun. Still, it's not bad. All right, good splash damage. Ouch, 79. And then their settlers get in. You have to appreciate the bravery, I suppose, of the settler that is willing to just run up to the Urkin and take a swing at it. I guess attack that one. You two should go, I guess, on this guy? And then, honestly, we probably don't need to plan any further than that. I think it's over. Maybe I overestimated our damage potential a little bit, though. I really thought that one militia dude was going to be dead for sure. Okay, we got there. I'm just going to have you withdraw. Stay fresh. Make sure all the ranged units are focusing on that. Okay. In theory, we should be able to handle a couple of settlers. This is my hope. I am surprised. I am surprised that they had this many extra settlers just sitting around. All right, good counter charge. All right, so we gained a city, and let's hope that we can not lose any as an immediate result of our actions. Also, 100 influence. Hooray. Wait, why did I get influence from that? Is Red also at war with them? Because you get influence when you... maybe you get influence when you fight people that your friends, loosely defined, are at war with, but I thought it was just for allies. Well, whatever. Maybe we just got influence because everybody likes it when you kill a necrophage. It's a rough life being a necrophage. Doesn't really seem like a great time, honestly. Okay, so this is a one village region. It's certainly not worth building a chapel here. That said, a national museum would actually be totally baller. And then people are actually... So the city is in rebellion. It'll go up over time, but the city's personal happiness, remember, only affects the food and industry output of the city. So if we jump people over to dust or influence, they will be just as effective as they would be in any happy city. Or science. Also science would be fine. All right, so next up we gotta run the military units real fast. Do I want to buy some wines so that you could have your bonus movement? I probably do. If I'm going to keep using them as military units here. We can buy a small amount of wine. Okay. So next turn we got 6 move. Fortunately, the necrophages were nice enough to build proper roads. We got a second wine deposit here, but we're going to have to burn off the fungal funk. Got ourselves a Hyperium deposit, which should maybe be a slightly higher priority. It's interesting that fungal exfoliator is not on the list of... I wonder why that is. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll fix it. We'll burn it off using an army if we have to. How can we make it? No, we would not be able to make it over to Zoparusk. So if Zoparusk gets in trouble this turn, we might just be screwed. Can I negotiate with you for vision? You're really not into that. I do not want to give you another technology. I don't want it that badly. Is there anything else you would like? No? That's a shame. Well, let's hope purple does a lot of good damage quickly here. Because I really, really, really don't want Zoparusk to fall. It's a shame we can't talk red into a war declaration due to, you know, the mechanics of the video game. Go, everybody go. Get nearer to the cities. Nope, I am not giving dust alchemy to the player who benefits from dust more than any other player. Ululani Rawi gets to pick this up. And it doesn't look like we're immediately getting attacked by necrophages. There is a necrophage army right there. Worth noting. Brown's moving around in my territory a lot in a way that I'm not particularly comfortable with. Are the necrophages attacking green right now? No. They can't be. Why does this city... First of all, I keep gaining and losing vision of this city, but when we have vision of it... Oh, right, it's because we have vision from red stuff. That's right. When we have vision of it, we note that they are at 0 units in the garrison, which is not a thing that happens naturally. You actually cannot just get rid of your militia. I keep seeing them move a single unit over here, and I'm like, oh god, they're going to settle it before I can. We have the settler in the queue. It's coming. So what did we finish building here? That was a museum. Okay, good build. Smart build. We definitely need to get alchemy lab. We definitely need to just get more science. The problem with our empire is the real dearth of science. So it looks like... Okay, red is running a settler over there. You have 8 movement. This might be a little close. A little closer than I would have liked. Oh yes, we should definitely pull Big Z here. Oh, right, sorry. Cannot create army on tile on account of this thing. I'm gonna bounce a warlock. So, I mean, the thing I would like to do is claim Tinen. It's so hard to know if it's safe to make that my next move. Well, I guess this is an okay move, whether we're doing that or whether we're taking out this army at Isilde. It does look like their troops are mostly pretty weak. They do not have good designs. Now, that might just be because they haven't been to war in a while. That kind of thing can definitely change very suddenly. We should get... You know what? Move that behind the Arcana of Materializing. We're going to need this for our faction quest anyway. And then on top of that, the spell that it gives is actually pretty useful. That's a refuse for sure. Let me see something, though. Okay, the commercial agreement is slightly negative by itself. I was kind of curious if we could use it to help us secure the vision and map exchange. How are you doing with everybody else? You are not even friendly. Really? They researched alliance tech solely for the purpose of making an alliance with me. You know, sometimes the AI does stuff that is not entirely governed by what they think they'll benefit from. Sometimes they just do a thing because they like you. We may have made a real friend, which is real good news. It is worth remembering as well, Red can contribute to the war effort if they just mercenary up some troops. They can create an army of privateers and potentially contribute, which they might. They do that sometimes. So let's see. We can almost make it there next turn. All right, let's hit the button and then try to keep an alert eye on what the necrophage armies do for a moment here. Try to be ready to respond. He got closed bordered there. So that's actually kind of great news for us. Oh wow, their army has a maximum movement range of 4. So yeah, they don't even have the good like the movement trinkets or anything. And in fact, you see all these apparently neutral armies that have 6 units in them. Those are definitely privateers for sure. Okay, big unit of necrophages all up in my business. No, don't do it. Well, green beat everybody to it. All right, what's the story with this army? So they do have some Battleborn in here. That's a little scarier. They are also marching another 6-unit army down here with some more modern designs. Out of curiosity. Okay. A truce isn't that far off. We could make a truce happen if we gave them a real tech, if it looks like we're going to lose anything. Interesting. They really want this glass steel. Okay. So, we don't have to engage with them necessarily. A thing that we totally can do is if we attack from far enough to off the side up here. I'm wondering if there's a way that we could get this without their army getting to serve as reinforcements, if there's an angle we could hit. Because if we took Tinen and then immediately sued for peace, they might be more willing to give it up because of the fact that they just lost the battle. They feel like things are going worse for them. This army is totally capable of taking a city, though. Red bought off their mark. You know what? This is not really high value anymore, but I guess we may as well finish it. And then Dust Orchid, please. I'm going to move these guys. I'm just going to try to create a little bit of strength down here. Onderin does not have real roads yet, and it's actually, like, it totally sucks. It would be pretty cheap to buy them out, right? Yeah, we did put a bunch of effort into making sure that we would be able to buy out buildings at a reasonable cost. Don't think we'll be doing that one. How much movement do you have? 7. So you could maybe make it to Rondaria. You have 4 movement. I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for Zoparusk, actually. Well, once the roads here are real roads, we'll have a better idea of how much movement we can do. I'm just debating how much I think we can get away with here before we sue for peace again. Because like I said, I really, really, really don't want to lose a city to them and then have it get snapped up by purple. So these units have kind of okay stats. These ones, pretty aggressive. Could we make it down there? We could. We could fight them right now if we wanted. Gosh, I want that city, though. We can get adjacent, but we cannot get adjacent in a way that won't involve this guy. But if we were to move around to here and attack the city from that side next turn, or even this tile should do it. I'm gonna take this move. Let's get vision up here. See if there's any other armies in the area. Because if it looks like we could just snap this up, then yeah, so you can see from attacking from here to here, just imagine this battle zone but transposed 1 hex north, like. Unfortunately, we did not get as much vision as I was hoping. All right, yeah, I'm going to try to snap it up really, really fast. So what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to send you down here to play defense. God, I should have known we couldn't leave a thing unsettled for an entire turn. But I was like, you know, we have the settlers already on the way. It won't be a big deal. Gosh, it sure was a big deal. So what I'd love to do is place you in a spot where I'm confident you'll be able to defend both cities, which is like maybe here. I'm gonna have you move to right there. That's the plan for right now. Okay, so we got units doing things. Let's try to make something wacky happen. Because if we can lock in the battle, remember, we can prevent their units from being able to move into the zone. I think we may have got him. Oh no, technology costs up. We can probably just auto-resolve that. That feels like a winner. And then I negotiate a truce. I give you a technology of your choice. I'll give you dust alchemy. Okay, there we go. No fighting in my territory. Okay, take 2 cities real fast, and then just peace out and leave them at war with purple. Because we don't actually have the ability to defend against a push at the moment. It's a little embarrassing, but it is extremely true. All right, y'all come back home. And we could go to war with them again later if we want. Get me... Sorry, that's not die. Get me this. Of course, get me that. Very big deal. A little bit of Hyperium, that seems fine. Some Mithrite, you say? Okay. Also, this city already has 5 districts. The necrophages, remember, have a thing that makes they have a trait that makes their districts cheaper. So... We're being affected by Red's Urkin. Plus 30% food. Neat. You know, for being a 5-tile city in the desert, they do not have a lot of dust tiles in this area. And now they're just at war with a vastly militarily superior foe, right? Yep, we have just left them to be consumed. I'm happy with that outcome. We could have tried to push it, but the cost of losing anything in our backfield would have been so high that I don't think that it would have been worthwhile. All right, generate me some dust production. You've gotten some stuff done. You know what? The dust water extractor. I would love some dust water. Thank you. And Madanav still has even more extractors to build, and also roads and all. Jesus. Okay. We have many important things to construct. So we have now 2 sources of Moonleaf Extractor, which means that we will be able to run Moonleaf 100% of the time. The dye extractor is our first, so that does not necessarily buy us 100% dye uptime, but it's close. I'm going to run down here and burn this off because apparently I am going to have to do it by hand. I guess the settler's just going to go back and sit in a garrison. You know, he can at least be providing +1 XP per turn to the Lord, so... Although, if that's the case, why don't we have him do that in the garrison of the capital? And in fact, this army is also going to go sit in the capital garrison. And you, I don't really know what I want to do with you. Am I allowed to just drop the lice out of this? I am, right? No, I am not. I thought I could. I was gonna just throw him in a city garrison to provide XP to a lord, but okay, it's fine. I guess you're just a military unit who hangs out in places. Are there any? There are no unsettled regions anywhere that we are aware of. There might be an island or something, but yeah, for the moment you're just a military unit. Okay, well I guess just kind of hang out in the center of the empire and be ready to respond to dangers and stuff. And then we have 2 cities that do not have governors. Well, I do see 2 Wayrasigos. That's definitely compelling. What if food and industry forever, always? I kind of think we got a Zarcha Atenal, which is science boost 1. John Port is okay. I'm just gonna take the Wayres. The Wayres Sigo. Sorry, I will take one of them now. It's probably more important to get Tinen buffed up. Oh right, I forgot about Arla Sabor. Spying, I guess, right? Is what else are we gonna do with Arla? I mean, at this point, we may as well. You could just run around the map as a military unit too. Wow, you're level 7. Yeah, I mean, you'd make a mighty good spy then, actually. Because we can get Lord of the Trance right now. You'd also make a pretty good commander. Spying's valuable, though. And not everybody can do it. Yes, that's exactly enough to get both of the important spy skills leveled up. And then I guess I'm gonna put you in a green city. Get into Isield and start figuring out how that works. Hold on a second. What's Green's military look like? They are the leading player. Their military is not super strong. Okay, they're leading player mostly on basis of just having the most people and as such the most ability to produce resources. We are getting out researched pretty badly all of a sudden. Red's science really peaked up there for a bit. Well, I mean, listen, I don't care if Red wins, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and let's throw Arla Sabor in here and start doing some basic science stuff. Or spying stuff rather. So my thinking is that the first thing we might want to do is Steel Vision. Just level up a bit and get a Steel Vision off and have a look around using their units. And then once we've done that, I don't know. I don't know where it goes from there. All right, 581 dust. A lot of it's earmarked for purchasing a hero next turn. Okay. We have an Empire plan coming up in 8 that I probably ought to actually figure out what my plan is for. The gold has run out. Pink has been marked. The Hive has closed their borders on me. Oh no. Okay, 4 turns. That's acceptable. Tinu the Chosen is slowly gaining levels. So this city's down to just content at this point, huh? That seems fixable. Ooh, 2 skill points. Fancy. Okay. So now, at this empire size, if we wanted to maintain this plan, we need 960. We are not on track for 960. And I probably do want to maintain this empire plan, right? We have pretty good dust income. I would like to put it to use for these purposes. We're right on the cusp of being happy as an empire. Remember, we are still gaining happiness every turn in our 2 newly conquered cities. So that baseline is still going up. Oh, that's a lot of spices. What does it take us to pop a booster now? 45? Well, we certainly can't afford that. And the gold's coming in at a rate of 7 per turn. So, all right, we'll be able to fire that again soon. Okay, I guess for the moment, we're just holding out on resources. We need money. Always money. I guess you're in defend mode here. You are going to get into the city garrison. You are also going to get into that city garrison. Hooray, plus 5 XP per turn. And yeah, this city now needs its central market. We're gonna have to actually build markets all over the place now. It'll help a little bit once our income of the higher value luxuries has gotten a little bit steadied, because each one of those tier 2 luxuries is 10 happiness in addition to its other effects. You know what? I'll take it. I will take a commercial agreement. That seems fine. Are we trading with them at all? Does it make sense for me to... Actually, yeah. At this point, most of our trade is with them. Also, check it out, grass silk. Double dust from trade routes. Pretty solid stuff, actually. So, what are we spending dust on for the moment? Is it just it's probably just buying spices. Oh, right. Also, you know what else I should probably do is my damn, actually set up my damn empire plan, like I said I was going to. Okay. Maybe I want to pull like that instead, but like 960. Either way, 960 is the thing. So we need to make 700 points in about 7 turns. Fortunately, that's pretty easy math. National Museum, not a thing we can just straight up buy. I mean, I can move the people in the capital are very effective at this now. Does add some turns to that central market. This city's not even actually a good place to build most of the like important buildings we have left because it is only one district, so we're probably going to want to build out districts here. Yeah, all right. I guess that means for the moment, this city can influence focus pretty hard without it really costing us anything. I am surprised to see how much time got put back on this. So, okay, can I buy 40 spices? Can I afford 40 spices right now? Ooh, no, definitely not. I could start buying it, but I'm afraid that me starting to purchase it would trigger other people to buy it, because clearly somebody bought some. So what do I think I'll need? Yeah, probably the 1300 we'll have next turn will be sufficient, so I'm gonna hold off for a minute. So, I mean, that probably means I'm just going to go ahead and buy this out. It's a very small amount of money. Building a borough does drop this city out of ecstatic immediately, which is a real concern. But, you know, we're going to get more resources running soon. Okay. $3,800 dust for statistical methods. Where are you at research-wise? 35. That's interesting. Yeah, so me giving them this will open up the next era. First city with 30 population, that's definitely not going to be us. This could be us, probably won't be, but it doesn't matter because I wouldn't want the thing anyway. As soon as they push into the next era, they're getting like dust alchemies, and I don't think it's a good idea given what a science lead they have. Even if they are my ally. Just makes me a little nervous. Alright, and winter has fallen. Well, here's a use for the Urkin. That's weird. That just closed on me. So at this point, we're gonna buy the spices and then just sit on them, I think. I want to make sure I get them, but I don't want to fire a percentage booster on food when our food is dramatically reduced. Have at least 3 luxury boosts active. Well, you know, we'll have 3 active simultaneously. I'm not sure if it means... The way it's worded, it looks to me... Wow, that's a very weak winter effect. It looks to me like it just means have 3 boosters up simultaneously, which we're totally going to do. How's this going? You're close. Madanav has right of way. It should probably also have a dust refinery. I wonder if, boy, I mean, my plan is just hope Green doesn't get annoyed with me for spying on them. You know, maybe we'll get lucky and our spy just won't get caught, but I don't have a lot of hope, obviously. You can probably tell from the, the tone of my voice. I've not had good luck with spies. The AI is very good at dealing with spies. Alright, getting buildings done quickly enough to actually level heroes up, which is cool. Oh, a roundup was running in Tinen. I didn't even notice. I guess they must have started it right before we took it off of them, maybe? So we can definitely buy out some of these basic buildings now that we don't have an immediate need for the dust. Can I buy this out as well? I can. We're doing okay on money. It's fine. All right, we are in a place where we can start funding. Imperial funding is going to be very, very strong. Very strong indeed. Do we want to... I can't buy anything out here anyway. Is this war still ongoing? Nothing's changed hands. Did they... Nope. They did not tap out. Well, okay, weird. I guess we'll keep an eye on it. If it looks like purple is draining the necrophage's armies, then maybe we can sneak in and steal a city again. May as well. And then I guess we only have the one extra district here, but it's a start. No. Stupid winter. All right, it could be a very short one. Maybe we'll get lucky and it will just be extremely short. So we don't really need to rush out any Hyperium extractors. I will absolutely buy out the wine extractor. That is an immediate buy. We must never ever run out of wine. It's like critically important. I would like a research agreement actually, if we could make that happen. Oh, yeah. They'll buy that. Let's give them a small amount of glass steel. 20? Sure. They're paying the influence cost for the research agreement here. That's lovely. All right, yeah. If that many of our trade routes are with them, then like, so those values will climb up over time as long as we remain dealing with them. And for the moment, it seems like everything's coming up Millhouse here. Our income rates are good. We got ourselves a couple new cities. The powerful players like us. The other players are indifferent to us. Green is a powerful player, I guess. Okay, we'll hit level 3 next turn. Yeah, stealing vision from green once will... Oh, man. Here, just actually just make births happen. How long is on these pillars? One more turn. Okay, yeah, we should definitely not spend any more dust here. All right, so we're going to drop. We're probably trying to stick exclusively to science pillars from here on. Okay. Yep, my real army's got to come over here and regulate a little bit. This shit's got to stop. Is his army impressive? No, not really. I wonder if we just show him some force, if it'll be enough to get him to run. Yep, okay. Well, we're gonna burn his little converted villages over here too, just so that it's clear. All right, Lioness should probably get some of that stuff done. Another burrow. So, like, if I build a burrow here and then an Abbey of Anomalies there, oh, which I can get now. This is Winter 3. I was definitely saving up for that. That is a very high science tile. The pillars, here, that's definitely more important than the negotiation tactics. Yeah, the pillars here are going to be spectacular. Camera's just jumping around all over the place. Yeah, here, and I mean, here is also good. We have a lot of reasonable locations for pillars. We only have one, like, actually good one. I suppose I probably have enough influence to just kick purple, or to just ban the cult from my lands. Maybe we should just close the border on them. It's not like critical though. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Not until after the Empire plan anyway. Let's try to get that established as best we can. So, our spy did level up again. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the infiltration level 3 action. We don't need more. Oh, well, you know what? Level 5 gives you vision over regional buildings and stuff. Yeah, maybe we will. We're infiltrating pretty quickly. Our spy generates a lot of spying points. Let's stick with it. We're going to get a pretty significant portion of the world map when we fire that ability, if we launch it at level 5. Have our hero detour here and grab some pearls. Hopefully set up some abbeys in some other cities as well. Yeah. Listen, it's not my fault. I understand that a fungal bloom is like family to you, but you should not drape your family all over my resources. That is my answer to that. They see my intent, and they're actually bringing units back to try to play some defense here. All right, well, they cannot very well stop this. So definitely want to buy that up immediately. Probably do just want to buy this as well. And then an Imperial funding here is going to be mighty good. Can't buy that one out, sadly. But we may want to just save dust until we can. That might be the next thing. Oh, right, I put the... Well, it's fine. We'll build the district there eventually. As it stands right now, we're dramatically overperforming... Oh, yes. Yep, Moonleaf forever. We're overperforming expectations. We're not going to make it to 1440, are we? No, we're not that far. Remarkably, we're not that far off. Could we? So we're going to have to commit to the plan, so we need 205 per turn. It seems pretty doable. Okay. So now that they've brought an army over here, I do not, I think, want to just launch my Urkin at the village. They did do a pretty good job of discouraging me. All right, so as we learned last time, it is probably worth picking up at least one anti-spying building. There's one up here somewhere. There it is. That gives 30 security. What about... There's an earlier era one as well that just gives 20. For 600 industry and 5 adamantium. Boy, is the extra 10 worth making it out of Hyperium? And also tripling the cost? Probably not, right? Well, maybe. It's hard to say. I don't actually know exactly how 10 points of security shifts the percentages. Well, you know what we should get? Our trade is actually very, very good. We should get trade route technologies. So this will let us build a thing in each city that increases the number of trade routes and the value of trade routes. And then there's another one up in the next era that does the same thing, but it increases the science value instead. May well be worth going after. Oh, also, yeah. Maybe that first, in fact. I do love endless mechanisms. So we're just going to stand here, I guess, and hope that they go away. Bring my other units to the fore here to make it clear that this is not... They should expect a real fight if they plan to stick around. I would love to actually just, like, defeat them. Not just run them out of my territory, but murder the player entirely. I don't know if that's going to be feasible. If you declare war on this guy, I'll give you 27 spices. Oh, the Necrophage war is not going so well. I mean, that's a surprise. So they want me to declare war on these guys, though, which is very strange. So Slick got governor targeted the same turn as they ran Arla Sabor out of the city. That's very curious. Also, Isield is now just open? I don't know if you know this, but we have a settler. Yeah, that region has a deposit. Sure, why not? I'll take that. Is there war transpiring? What's going on here? So Red can just pick their cities up and move them around, but that doesn't seem to be what's happening. Maybe they tried that. Maybe they did pick up a city and try to move it, and then it got eaten. I refuse this. Do I need to step in and save you? Like, partially it's a question of do I need to step in and save you, and partially it's a question of can I peel some cities off of the necrophages here. All right, we should be able to knock this out for free now that we have run that army off, and as such get ourselves a rebuild. Do love to buy population for dust. I think we should relocate our military forces up to here, as it looks like they may be needed. Yeah, if the Necrophage's armies are busy messing with purple, then we may be able to just win some stuff off of them by attacking on the side that purple isn't on. Sadly, there is no way to force them to negotiate peace. Like, that's not a thing you can do in peace terms, force them to negotiate, to give up to another player. But hopefully we can just weaken them enough that they choose to do it because they don't think they can win the war anymore. It's really our only option for helping here. So for you, it doesn't really make sense to do anything other than just build out another borough. Yeah. We can't build into anything terribly exciting, but, you know, just like tiles in general are pretty good in the volcanic territory. Do I want water access? 482 versus 732. I mean, we do care about the science. Well, this is better than both of them. And you were in a weird position for a reason. I guess continue focusing on building. I keep clicking on that because it looks like we haven't moved everybody, but that unit has a fractional movement point that it doesn't want to spend because it wants to walk through a tile. So we're fine. Everything's fine. Boy, how did Red get so ahead of us on technology so quickly? It's very weird. So we're going to have to commit the Empire plan we want quickly and then settle this region very quickly afterward, because I can't imagine it's going to remain available. Oh good, winter's over. I am actually, like, ecstatic about that. Alright, lock in the Empire plan. Oh, it's hitchy. Oh, it's hitchy. Go. Hooray! Yes, we definitely had 3 luxury boosts active simultaneously. It must be that you have to activate 3 new luxury boosts. All right, technology costs have returned to normal. Somebody else built the legendary influence producing building, which I'm fine with. And let's just purchase ourselves the basic infrastructure of a city, shall we? That extra 25 happiness is going to be really nice. Can you buy this out? You cannot. That actually does have to be industried through. Well, we'll get it. Let's get some right-of-way up. Okay. And probably work on the central market. I think that's probably necessary. Nope, trying to grab the people and move them over to the food. Okay, there we go. Oh, you totally do have orders. I had not pressed the do your orders button. That's my bad. Okay, so we got ourselves a new city for some reason. I have no idea why cities seem to just disappear in this game. Purple. I really thought you had what it took to do the thing. Now you're just feeding the necrophage. Why do you even want me to declare war on Kai? Kai's not a problem for... Probably got themselves into a greedy position is what happened here, and now they're gonna feed the necrophage that hates me and leave it on my doorstep. And I'm so mad. I've never been so unhappy about the way I've been treated by an AI in this game. It feels like a total betrayal. All right, we probably want to refocus people off of influence. So here in the capital, drag you back over to there. 8 turns on the Imperial funding obviously is unacceptable, but we'll figure it out. Who else is on? You, Zoparusk. Maybe make... Hold on. Actually, zoom me in there. What do you have to build after Virtus Temple's done? Okay, so some stuff that matters, actually. And we've found ourselves at that point already, earlier than usual, I think, where we have all the Hyperium in the world, but now we're bottlenecked really badly on titanium. It's funny how you always go through these phases. So it doesn't seem like there's anywhere particularly compelling to build toward here. We don't even have Aquapulvistics, I don't think, so... I mean, I could go back and get it. I'm not going to, but I could. Oh, but you know what? We do have the building that produces science from rivers, so I guess that's worthwhile. All right, what's the next winter up? Plus 15% on attributes of units from hostile minor villages, minus cost of assimilation. Okay, that's what's up right now. It doesn't look like anybody has voted yet. I'd be fine with that winning. That is the only one I want to win. I really would like the other ones not to happen, but I don't care enough to spend pearls. It's a tall order. All right, so things are going. We got a situation here. I feel like our empire is growing really effectively. We're building out in all of our cities. Oh, we should definitely refire this. Also, gotta buy more spices, it turns out. I did not fire the spices booster before settling another city. Okay, did we actually need the 25% approval? Turns out maybe no, maybe not so much. I thought with gaining 3 new cities, I figured it would be important, but it turns out we're doing just fine. Well, okay, so we did overpay for our Empire plan. We did get +2 vision on units from it, though. That's something. So let's kick over into the next turn, and then I think we'll pick up next video at that point. And I do love that we're not having to constantly pay money into our relationships. Like, the players who are friendly with us actually do seem to like us. They're not making it a real pain to maintain. Yay, Adamantian. Maybe. Hold on. Oh, this is a little bit of a different version of this thing. So during the dark season, search the unspoiled ruins and temple ruins locations to get ye cold engineering. I think that's a different step than we saw last time we got to here, right? To this level of the quest. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we just blazed through it so quickly last time that I don't even remember it. Okay, I think this is a fine place to call it for the moment. So we've actually ended up with quite a large empire, like very comparable to the sizes of most of the other players. Not Green so much. Green has a ton of regions, but it is worth noting that they're all kind of small, weird regions. I don't know that they're necessarily getting a lot out of each one of them, because their population's super high, but they're not, on the other resource charts, they were not like super far past everybody. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we may have to squash some more bugs in order to prevent the endgame from hurtling into a terrifyingly unwinnable state. And we'll see you then.